Hi, today I want to speak a little bit about the connection between gut health and mental health. In particular, if you find that you're suffering from anxiety or depression, or maybe just your stress resilience is not what you think you should do, and you're finding it really hard to cope with everyday's pressures at work or at home, you really must look at your digestion and not just at your nervous systems, because the two are really intimately connected. And that is because the nervous system, a big part of the nervous system called the enteric nervous system, actually is directly connected to your gut. So if you're having some symptoms such as bloating, pain that comes and goes, or maybe the pain is there all the time, and maybe your bowel movement is faster or slower than you think it should be, and just things don't feel quite right in that department, then that is a sure sign that there is inflammation in your gut. And that is really important in terms of how it affects your mental health, because it's going to travel through the enteric nervous system. It's going to affect your nervous system and contribute to brain inflammation, which now we know is a big part of anxiety and depression. So those conditions are not just linked to a reduced production of neurotransmitters or a poor breakdown of certain neurotransmitters. There are other factors at play. And one of the things that really bugs me, and the reason why I've started to do these vlogs, is that there is so much talk about how the paleo diet and the GAPS diet, panacea for all these issues. And I'm here to tell you that I actually disagree. And I think that just removing grains for sure will make some people feel better because their digestion is not up to scratch and they're lacking the capability to digest grains at that particular moment in time. But it's not really addressing the cause of why that's happened in the first place. And so I've put together a free webinar where I'm going to give free rein to all the things that bug me about those diets, and why I think that while useful in the short term, in the long run are actually really detrimental. And I have seen this firsthand with many of my clients. So I'm giving you the link below. Jump on board. It's going to be a great webinar. I'm going to give you lots of information based on my clinical and personal experience of these diets and what I've seen works and doesn't work. Speak to you soon.